Hi everyone, I am Sam Bettens, trans man and musician, and I'm back on the West Coast this week, feeling right at home in this 86 degrees Fahrenheit weather. I just realized it's been a while since I've shown you guys some palm trees, so let's take a moment. I'm here to give you a little 6-month update. Yep, that's how long it's been since I got that first shot of testosterone. A lot has happened and progress has been huge on many fronts. Everyone I care about accepted me as Sam. I have a driver's license and a social security card that say Sam. I get called dad, and hell did not freeze over when I came out as transgender. Physically though, I'm not really noticing that much yet. I just had an appointment with my doctor this week to assess hormone levels, make sure I'm healthy, and talk about whether hormone replacement therapy is really addressing my gender dysphoria. The short answer to that last question, not really, not yet. I had expected the changes to be more noticeable by now. And I'm also fully aware that I'm not much different from any other trans guy who decides to transition and is a little impatient with the speed of changes. The body responds in different ways for different people, so all I can do is go with the flow and talk to my doctor about possibly adjusting my dosage, which I did. Since I wanted to ease into taking testosterone to protect my singing voice, I really didn't start the dosage I'm on right now until late June, which is not even 4 months ago. That tells me that the next few months may very well produce more obvious changes. My current dosage is 200 milligrams every 2 weeks, and my doctor and I decided together to up it to 200 milligrams every 10 days. We'll see if that's more in line with my expectations. As you may or may not know, I had top surgery about 4 weeks ago. That was a really big deal, and the result feels amazing. I have had to drive back to LA about 3 times after my surgery, the last time just a few days ago to have more fluid extracted from my chest. And guess what? I got my binder back. That's right. Yay me and my itchy self. Luckily, I hadn't engaged in a ritual burning of these wretched things just yet, although it was tempting. So I'm not all the way there yet, but recovery is still relatively smooth. Fortunately, I have good doctors, I can afford to drive back and forth to LA and lose a day, and it's in no way an actual complication. So in my mind, I'm still cruising. What makes my status extra hard to assess now is that I haven't been able to work out for 4 weeks post-surgery. So where muscle is supposed to be building, it's all looking a little flat and weak. And as I'm sure you can tell, still no big voice changes. I'm still very much a ma'am on the phone. I've vlogged about this already, but it should be mentioned in a semi-annual update that nothing much has transpired in that area at all. Legal documents are slowly but surely coming together, but there are many, and I'm not even close to being done. My old name keeps popping up everywhere, and I fully expect for those kinds of things to keep coming up for another 6 months at least. Paperwork has taken up quite a lot of my time, and it's a little tricky navigating what needs to be done first. I got a lot of online help, and I found a local transgender man who guided me through the application of court documents. They say it takes a village, and they are correct. Emotionally, I'm in a good place. The ongoing support helps a lot, from people close to me to complete strangers. Because even when setbacks are small, it's easy to dwell on them and momentarily lose sight of all the positive. There's a good amount of picking yourself back up and re-injecting courage. I like to think I'm pretty good at that, because transitioning is not for the feeble. I can't make this week's vlog without talking about my grandma, who just passed away. She was 99 years old. She was born in 1920, and I think it's kind of crazy to imagine the things she has seen and all the historic events she has lived through. Not in the least World War II, with a little baby in tow. I'm so happy that on my last visit to Belgium, I got to spend time with her. I escorted her to the dining hall, and we exchanged a few jokes, because right up until the very end, she never lost her sense of humor. Her mind wasn't all the way there anymore, so it didn't seem necessary to tell her about my transition. But she was the biggest fan of me, as she was of all her grand and great-grandchildren, so I have no doubt she would have loved me just the same. She was crazy about my sleeve tattoo. She used to admire it all the time. She would rub my arm and say, "So beautiful," while my mom was rolling her eyes in the background. She was a strong woman too, but what I take away most of who she was is that she had such positive energy. When I think of her smiling, because that's what she was doing most of the time. We had one heated discussion in the entire time I knew her. She hurt my feelings, but I decided to blame the Catholic Church for that argument. That way, I can keep my grandma on the pedestal where she belongs. Rest in peace, Hirotomo. I'm imagining you making soup for your husband and your oldest son, and the three of you catching up and smiling down at us. That's this week's vlog, people. I'm traveling back to Europe for 2 weeks for the launch of Rex Rebel and a few shows with my brother. I'll be documenting this trip, of course, so expect the next vlog somewhere late October around Halloween, when I'll be flying home just in time to trick or treat. My parents will be flying with me, which could be a whole slapstick vlog in itself. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Share with people who might enjoy this as well. Subscribe and turn on your notifications if you want to be the first one to know when the next one drops. And as always, I love you. I appreciate you. Hang loose.
And the dream that you did to, oh why can't I?